5 at Ascot. It's Australia, race number 10 for our Singapore viewers. It's also over the 1400 metres, and we're going to be sticking with the same colours for the replay that we saw in the previous race. It was another really good performance by Another Vision, won by almost 4 lengths on this occasion when ridden by Fiona Bell. She'll keep the ride here, so the galloper will only carry the 54 kilos for this start, but let's take a look at that last start victory now.
Whipped into the home straight at the 300, tackled by Another Vision though. Another Vision dashes past Modern Touch. They're about 4 in front from Let's Go Lakers, Stormy Grace. 11 seconds, Star Bay taking a day to wind up, but the bird had flown. Another Vision down inside the 100 has raced well clear and is setting sail for the judge to win it easily. Another Vision by 3.5.
Strong win by Another Vision, and we'll see how good this galloper's really going, because this is a very talented field that we are taking a look at. I'm really impressed with number 2, Max Almighty. Had a lot of time for this galloper before. Now with Adam Durant, you take a look at the 2 starts this campaign, was beaten a nose by Wicked Hunter and then just over a length by Volkov. Drawn wide on both of those occasions, comes into barrier 3 here and also gets a claim for this start with Clint Johnson Porter, so carries just the 56.5 kilos. I think Max Almighty is going to be very hard to beat. Number 4, Muskets at Dawn. This horse continues to hurt punters if you follow it. The blinkers are on here and Aaron Mitchell rides as well, so carries just the 55.5, which is a big positive. But you take a look at the track now, 9 attempts at Ascot for 6 places, yet to win here, and you have a look at even the career record, 15 starts for the 1 victory in 7 places. It is a horse that loves running in the top 3 but just struggles to get the victory, but I do think this is its best chance with the blinkers on and also the 2 kilo claim to Aaron Mitchell. Outside of those, I'm really looking forward to the battle here between Sixpence Spent and also Paris Dream. These two went head to head last start. Sixpence Spent went forward, and it was Paris Dream that was able to sit on the back. Again, another good ride by William Pike and proved too strong. And I think again, although getting a 1 kilo swing for Sixpence Spent, that Paris Dream is going to be too strong and should be very strong to the line over the 1400 metres with the speed in this race. Taking a look at the selections, I'm going to tip number 2, Max Almighty. From number 4, Muskets at Dawn. Number 11, Paris Dream. And number 5, Another Vision. Race number 6 at Ascot. It's Australia. Race number 12 for our Singapore viewers. It is, of course, the listed race, the Miss Andretti Stakes over the 1100 metres, and some good form lines in this race. Most of them coming out of the listed Summer Scorcher, which was won by Scheidel, but Lucky Street was very unlucky on that occasion. Lost by a nose. We're going to take a look at that performance now.
Magic searching for the way clear. Jewton headed the remainder. Scheidel at the 250 led, but here's Rebel King. Rebel King, Scheidel now. Lucky Street coming with his run, and so's Jewton down the outside. Scheidel, Rebel King, Lucky Street together. Scheidel, Rebel King and Lucky Street. Lucky Street, Scheidel kicking. Scheidel, Lucky Street went to the line.
It was a really good run there by Lucky Street. One more stride and the horse would have won. There was no doubt about that. And also had to jump from barrier 12 on that occasion. Drawn barrier 5 here, so should be suited. Paul Harvey takes a ride as well at the 54.5 kilos. And it also dipped at the start in that run. So there are a lot of positives this start for Lucky Street. Looks very hard to beat. Outside of those, I thought Rock Magic put in a really good performance in the same race, carrying the 59 kilos. You only have to go back 2 starts ago. Of course, beat Waterman's Bay in the Group 3, carrying the 57.5. So this horse is all class and certainly shouldn't be out of the mix. Number 3, First Among Equals, really showed that this horse can stand up in this type of company. Last start finishing 4th, only a length behind Scheidel, and attacking the line strongly. Should be suited in this race. I think Fly Tego as well with the westerly breezes, and the extra 100 metres will be another horse running on. And Ron's Call down the bottom, a winner last start. We've talked about the Dankster. I've tipped it a little bit earlier on. It was a really good performance, carries the 54.5 kilos. And of course, we can't rule out Silverstream. One at odds at the moment. I saw $10 a little bit earlier for this galloper. We can't forget that 2 starts ago was a $1.50 favourite, beaten in a 78 plus over the 1,000 metres. So I'm surprised that people are jumping off her so quickly. We know her class as well, and I think with the speed and conditions, she would definitely be suited in this race. Taking a look at the conditions at the selections, I'm going to tip number 5, Lucky Street here. From number 3, First Among Equals. Number 1, Rock Magic. And number 4, Fly Tego. Race number 7 at Ascot. It's Australia. Race number 14 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1,000 metres, and a quality bunch in this field. There's some classy animals. I speak of On a Downtown Train, Universal Moon, Brackets, Good Morning, Kenosha, and of course a horse that's won 3 of its last 4 in McCrawfie's Hope. Molly Clark has been on the back of this galloper for all of those 3 victories, and we're going to take a look at the most recent win now.
Down to its task, and then 2 lengths behind them, Prue's Image, followed by Mickey Moto. Give Play with Magic. Ballsbrook Boy is coming down the middle as well. well. McCrawfy's Hope, though, boots away with 150 left to go. Clear of Ballsbrook Boy. Then Super 88 battling away, but McCrawfy's Hope extends and is pulling right away, right up hard against the outside rail and beat Ballsbrook Boy second. Super 88.
Molly Clark and McCrawfy's Hope certainly been in some pretty good form. Takahide KENNOCHA takes a ride here with the 56.5 kilos, and we'll see how she goes in this type of company because there are some very good gallopers in this race. I mentioned some of them earlier in the preview. Number 1 ONADOWNTOWNTRAIN just gets back to the ideal distance here. You take a look at its career starts, 14 starts at 1,000 metres for 4 victories, a second and a third as well. It has only ever won over this distance, so I think dropping back and carrying the 57.5 kilos from barrier 4, it should certainly be very hard to beat. Universal Moon's a quality galloper here for David Harrison as well. Has to carry the 57 kilos, but we saw her class last start, missed it by 2 lengths and still only just lost to Arnie Zelma by a nose. Brackets has just been building through this campaign nicely. The form lines behind Volkov certainly hold up and barrier 6 is ideal. Number 6, Good Morning. I have a lot of time for this mare as well. She was very impressive at Ascot 2 starts ago, finishing second. Then was actually a winner last start at Bunbury over the 1,200 metres, attacked the line strongly. And number 7, KENNOCHA, the tongue ties on here. Clint Johnson Porter to ride, so just the 54.5 kilos. And the last 2 starts has been in this same grade, carried the 55 and 56 kilos and was only narrowly beaten. So that claim and carrying the 54.5 should see her be very hard to beat in this race. There'll be plenty of speed as well with the likes of Shostakovich and also Roger the Roman. Let's take a look at the selections, and I'm going to tip number 7 KENNOCHA. From number 5 Brackets, number 6 Good Morning and number 4 Universal Moon. Race 8 at Ascot is Australia, race number 16 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1,500 metres, and a couple of these gallopers had been racing against each other in recent times and in really good form as well. Faux Jizzle was very impressive first up. Bariki Beast has been racing well, as is Golbo Express Dancer and also King of Woo. But the replay that we're going to take a look at was last start winner Socially Unique. Now with trainer Alana Williams, it was a very impressive victory by over a length. William Pike will ride again, and we'll take a look at that victory now.
Home turn. And into the straight open here has got the lead and kicked by a length. On the outside, trying hard is Just Harley, putting it a burst down the outside. Still there, Queen of Teas. Bourbon Dynasty winding up strongly now. Card Night comes through and Socially Unique, Bachelor's Prospect. They're both coming down the outside. Hitting the front, Socially Unique with Bourbon Dynasty. Fighting back, Queen of Teas, but Socially Unique races home to win it well.
Strong win there by Socially Unique and has a lot of benefits here as well. The conditions should suit, carrying the 54 kilos and also going up the extra 100 metres with plenty of speed in this race. Socially Unique will be a horse running on strongly. Another one that I think will run on strongly is number 9, King of Woo. At 2 starts ago, was only beaten 2 lengths by Lunar Eclipse when finishing second. Carries the 53 kilos here, drawn nicely in barrier 2. And I just think with the draw and the speed in this race, it will certainly be attacking the line strongly. As will number 6, Express Dancer. Steps up in distance here. Last start raced over the 1,100. 2 starts ago was a winner over the 1,000. So stepping up to the 1,500 metres is a bit of a test. And Clint Johnson Porter rides, so just the 54 kilos here. A horse that'll put plenty of speed in the race is number 5, Golbo. Of course, last start raced in the listed Starstruck, and you go back even 3 starts ago, it was in the Group 3 Peters race. So you can see that this horse has got a bit of class. They have an opinion of it as well, and dropping back to a 66 plus now with the 56.5 kilos, it should be very hard to beat, but conditions that will make it difficult if it decides to lead. Also think number 7, Nullakai, will improve. Last start was only beaten 2.5 lengths by Reflectance, but should get back midfield, and with a turn of foot in the Westleys, I think can attack the line strongly and play a part in this race. Let's take a look at the selections for the final race of the day, and I'm going to tip number 9, King of Woo, from number 6, Express Dancer, number 5, Golbo, and number 10, Socially Unique. Well, it's time now to take a look at the best bets for the card at Ascot, and I'm going to go early on and go with race number 1, number 4, Vampy Lash. Just meets these much better in the weight, and hoping that number 4 is our lucky number, because race 3, number 4, the Dankster as well, although stepping up to the 1,400 metres, which it hasn't won at before, I think conditions will really suit and it'll be hard to beat as well. So let's hope that the number 4s can both salute for us there in Vampy Lass and also the Dankster. Make sure you do follow us on social media at Perth Racing on Twitter, Perth Racing on Instagram, and also Perth Racing on Facebook. Make sure you go to the website perthracing.com.au for all event information. I'm Adam McGrath. Hopefully we found you a couple of winners. Be back again next week with another edition of Box Seat.